Welcome back to another sketchbook tour. It has been a while. I haven't finished a sketchbook in a long time. I just kind of started doing a lot more digital art, so I haven't really been focusing on my sketchbook because I've made the transition back into fully in-person school, so I just didn't have the time to do a sketchbook like I did. But let's get to it. This is my third sketchbook in this series. That means I am completely done with the Arteza sketchbook pack I got this from. This is an Arteza sketchbook. It's really good. Let's do the stickers. This is from... Oh, what was it? I just had the name in my head. I'll put it on screen because I know what it is, but I forgot the name. And here are a lot of vacation stickers from when we went on vacation, like last year. Not this past year. I didn't get any stickers this last time, but these are from the first time we went to Myrtle Beach. Opening it up, I started this May 7th of 2021, and what's the date? Alright, it is currently October 15th, and I would say I quit this. Yeah, I'll just say very good on the cardboard. So I've had this sketchbook for over a year. I had goals to do more backgrounds, comics, draw more side characters, and keep it pretty. We'll see how well I did on the last one. I definitely made an attempt to draw more side characters. I didn't do any little comics or whatever, and I didn't do many backgrounds, but let's go. This was drawn about September of 2021 because this was made. I doodled this in school, just slapped it in. This is also from a Photoshop project. This is the first drawing I did. Gwen's hair is way too big, and I don't quite like the colors, but for the first page, it's not that bad. This is the second page. I don't quite know what's going on here. I don't enjoy it much. Third page, this is Cole, Gwen, Hunter, and Grace, their friends. I really like this drawing of Cole getting a little haircut. I started a lot better throughout the sketchbook, and then it kind of seemed to fall off a bit. The End of the Effing World fan art. I really like that show. I wish I drew something a little bit better because this is on graph paper. I still really like this piece, even though it's not really my favorite. It's just like it's hard to do. I used a lot of washes for this, so much so that the page fell out. But I still really like it. This was actually, I don't know what game it was from, but I watched a video and it was Markiplier playing 3 Scary Games, and this was like one of them. I remember it was like a Game Boy game kind of spoof. It wasn't a real Game Boy game, but it was emulated like that, and it was like about this trailer park cult, and all the people that lived in it had rats inside them. Here's another page. This is kind of a little test drawing of Gwen to see what they would look like if they had hair that was a little bit longer and put in braids, and my thoughts on it summed up. It was a cute little, this is just a doodle. It's not very good. I used gouache for this, and it wasn't my favorite because I went back over it with line art, and it was awful to try and get any of the line art to stick down on top of the gouache. Here's a random page. Here's Mabel from Gravity Falls, but I never finished putting in the rainbows on the sweater. And I drew this this was my finals week actually. This is all finals of sophomore year. I just thought this was cute because Gwen always steals his shirts, but Gwen is a lot smaller than him, so the shirts look very different on her. I like how Cole looks in this. I don't quite like how I don't like Gwen's hair, but I like Cole's face in this. This is cute. This I drew, I think at the beginning of my sophomore year, and I waited because this was part of a really important piece of my acting homework. And then at the end of my sophomore year, I left my acting class and I switched into like video production classes, and so I could finally take this out of that thing. And this was drawn during my acting final, so my last ever acting class. I just wanted to do something, and I don't quite know what that was, but this was drawn a lot later and then slapped in with just like Cole getting all messed up at different ages. I'm really proud of this. I like how it looked. I kind of wish there was a little more going on here, like maybe if there were like buildings and stuff, but I didn't quite want to do it. But I'm really proud of how it looks. Here are those characters again from the last one. They're not OCs or anything. This is the last time I ever drew them. Funny haha thing that doesn't look good at all. Here's another attempted full piece with watercolor. I don't quite like how it looks, but I like the detail put in the background and the room and everything. Every time I draw their room, it changes. I don't like this page at all, so we're gonna skate by it. I don't like this page either, but here's May from Night in the Woods, and this is actually the villain of the story with Cole and Gwen in it. His name's Andy. Oh, I was supposed to cover this up. This is like this is very inspired by a drawing Tamika made of her OC Casper and like how his design changed throughout the years, so I thought I'd do it with Cole, and I don't like how it looks at all. This is kind of cute, and this is Grace, and she looks really pretty in that, and I just want to point that out. I don't like this page except for this little sticky note doodle of like Gwen looking at Cole, and then Cole looking at Gwen, and then their friend, or Gwen's friend, Hunter, just being grossed out by it. I thought it was funny. I think this was another thing inspired by a Tamika spread that I went and oh dear, did this, yikes, that I went and I redrew because I didn't like how it looked. This was just a doodle page. It was actually the first time I just let pencil doodles stay. Here's just a little stylistic exploration of Cole and Gwen, and I saw this shirt and it was a screen cap from Daria, and I thought it was really funny, so I drew Gwen in it. And this is Dina from Fear Street. So this places this on July of 2021 or August maybe. Yeah, my flop era, the attempted Walton Files fan art that I didn't finish any of this. Here is something I really wanted to do. I thought it was cool, and some word fan art and just some random guy. I love this so much, just Gwen in different outfits from Pinterest with little Cole reactions on top. This is Sherlock fan. It was inspired by some a screenshot of Tumblr post I saw, and I think here's some Twilight fan art. And this is early sophomore year, Hunter and Grace fan art, or fan art, it's their mine, and then some more of them. I really love this drawing so much. I think it's really cute. These are all flowers for a thing that I was trying to do. These are also drawings from early sophomore year to cover up this attempted piece I made. I feel the more I figure out how to do backgrounds and digital art, I don't know how to do them in watercolor, and it really stinks because I miss working in a sketchbook a lot. Here's Gwen and then Chris from Delta Moon. Here is the reattempt of that, like, to make a spread, and I really like it. I wish there was a little more going on in, like, these sorts of spaces, but here's also, Tyler. These are all, like, Cole's friends from high school, Tyler, and then Chloe, and then, Ashley. And I finally found a name for her. Her name is Layla, and I love this drawing of her so much. She looks so pretty. I was like, I was on a call with my friends, which I never do a lot. But I was on a call with them one time, and then they said it'd be really funny if Cole was evil, but his name was spelled like the thing Cole. And then here's just a random sort of, I guess, stereotypical sort of anime girl thing. I like this page too, because I just really like how I think what puts it all together for me is the shading right there in the shirt, and then like the shading on the legs right here. I'm really proud of this and this. This isn't really my favorite, and I think it's because I put a little too much brown in the shading mix, but it's still pretty alright. I wish there was a little more going on in this sort of negative space here, but I tried to do a drawing, and then I realized how much detail it would take, and I was like, I don't want to do that. So I didn't finish it, but I really like the jeans. Like, I really like how this time, or like whenever I was drawing this last year, I really paid attention to a lot of the folds and the rips in the jeans. I really like how they all turned out. And here's some Wirt fan art with some stickers from the My Chemical Romance vinyl I bought, and I bought this months and months and months before I put these in, and I saved them forever, and I didn't know what to do with them. I think this was inspired by another to make a spread, and it didn't turn out good, and I don't like it. But here are, I don't know why I drew them next to each, I drew them because they're both blonde. But here's Andy and here's Tyler, and again, Andy is the villain of this sort of story, and Tyler is, well, I can't say anything without spoilers. Here's a drawing I made for, actually I have a video about it. It's a watercolor tutorial video. It's not my favorite, because I was experimenting a lot with it. I wish I knew how to do a little more intensive lighting with watercolors. I don't quite understand it. Because usually how my brain likes to work is everything's a flat color, and then shading goes on top, so I don't quite know how to mix the colors to do the shading the first time around, I guess. And so that's where my problem ends up. Here's another piece I did for that watercolor tutorial video, and it turned out really well, and I'm really proud of it, and I wish I could do this again, but it just kind of only worked that one time. Here's more drawings of Layla and stuff. So Hunter and Andy, they're actually siblings, and I kind of tried to do it like tarot card-esque with the little thing at the bottom, but I want to give my background characters a little more unique clothing, and so I got really inspired by Tatum from Scream, but in the shirt she wears in one scene, so it's like a number 10 jersey, and I thought to give it to her because she is Gwen's best friend and sort of has that same attitude as Tatum. More Hunter and Grace, and then Cole and Gwen. I really like this one a lot. This page is so cute to me. I like this is like a little text post thing, and I thought it was really funny, and thought it would fit into this sort of character, so I drew it. I wish I did some shading with his hair. His hair looks really gray, but honestly I like it. And then here's like a big group drawing, and I'm really mad about these two because they look so bad. Their skin tone is not, her skin tone is supposed to be a lot richer. It's supposed to be that sort of shade, but a lot more saturated, and then her shade is supposed to be a little bit lighter than this. I doodled this because of, I watched a movie, it's called Career Opportunities. It's about, like an overnight Target janitor who gets locked in, and so I just, big part about Cole is that he works a lot of really bad, sort of minimum wage jobs, so I thought the story and everything kind of fit him, so I doodled him in that sort of universe. And here's like a cute drawing of like Cole and all these little alley cats, and I don't know how to draw cats, so I did that. And here's just, I just drew this first, and then I came back a couple months later and put all this in because I wanted extra space in the back. And I don't quite know what to make of it, but it's something at least. This was a combination of a couple photos off of Pinterest. One of them was a cover for the movie, I think, Train Spotting, which is by the little thing there and all the stuff in the back, and then a picture of a guy with a bunch of stickers on his face. And this is a hall pass. Here were some, I made attempts to do gouache studies and they didn't turn out very, very well, but you know, I made an attempt. This is actually a speed paint video of mine, and I really liked it. This is the first drawing I ever made of my boyfriend. Yeah, he likes frogs, so that's why I put Lindsay. And so I tried to draw me too, and it was like, this is what I would have liked to look like, and then this is what I did look like at the time. Another drawing, more drawings of me, and then more of my boyfriend. There's a funny story to go on with this one, but I don't have time to explain it right now. This is actually a celebration thing for 4 years of having my art Instagram account last year. Oh wow, it'll be 5 this year, I think. This was a joke. It's like he's listening to Radiohead, and the reason you can tell that this isn't canon and a joke is because he doesn't have his sweater on. He's just wearing a t-shirt. He always has a sweater on under his t-shirt. This was a thing for sure. This is also like another drawing of me, and then me and my boyfriend. This is abandoned. So one day my boyfriend was explaining the lore of Naruto to me, and he said he had a crush on one of the characters, and so I drew him, but I looked him up on Pinterest, and I thought all his outfits were ugly, and then I realized that I had drawn the wrong brother. My boyfriend was talking about Sasuke, and I drew the other one. This was actually a drawing about my birthday. I turned 17 last year, and I have a vinyl of Loveless by My Bloody Valentine, so I put a sticker in. Here is Scott Pilgrim fan art. My friend let me borrow his Scott Pilgrim graphic novels, and I read them. This was during a power outage, so I couldn't look up any references, and I have Monster House on DVD, so I was watching it, and I was like, well, why don't I try and draw it? And I kind of wish I had more background stuff going on, but I really, I feel like I kind of kicked myself in the butt with doing digital art and watercolor at the same time, because I kind of have this problem where I can't really do backgrounds like that, where there's something in the front, unless I can zoom in and focus on it better, because if I can't focus on it back here, then I can't quite do it. This is just a cool drawing. I took some outfit elements that I had, but this isn't me. Like, I have the sweater and the overalls and the necklace, but that's about it. I like this drawing until I look at the faces, so just don't look at the face. But here's Night in the Woods fan art of, like, humanized versions of the characters, and I really, really like how B turned out. And then here is a 3-month drawing of my boyfriend and I thought it was cute. There's a lot of time between this page and the next one. Yeah, I tried to do some, like, value, just black and white things, and I don't think I looked at a reference for Cole, but I looked at a reference of, like, Bia Badoobie, for Gwen, and then I got bangs for not the first time in my life, but definitely the first time since I was 2 years old, and I really, really liked them, and so I made a little drawing about it. And then this was in that art block video, I added another part to it, and I'm really mad because this part looks so much better than this one. Here was a 6 months drawing for my boyfriend and I of us at prom. I don't like how it looks at all, because I hadn't drawn for about 2 months between these two, I think, and I had dyed my hair really dark brown between this and this. Here's another drawing of my boyfriend and I, me like brushing his hair. He lets me do that, and it's really nice. Okay. This is my friend Seth. My friend Seth wrote this note and then passed it to me to pass to my friend Maddox, but I kept it because I thought it was really funny, and he also gave me this Luigi band-aid. Event art. We'll just move on. And I don't know what this is. I don't. But here's drawings of my boyfriend. He went to go see the Minions movie, and I didn't want to do any line art or watercolor for this, so I just did it in pencil. But he went to go see the Minions movie, and then this is like just a study of a picture of him that I have of him sleeping. That sounds really creepy. We were on FaceTime call, and he fell asleep, so that was what it was from. This drawing of Gwen over a thing, and another drawing of Gwen, and I was going to line this and do more, but I don't. Yeah, I agree with this statement. And then here's like, yeah, just I do this in August, but it is October now, so it's a lot more. Yeah. This is the last page of the sketchbook, and it is a Over the Garden Wall fan art. And yeah, so that's about it for the sketchbook. Oh, this is my niece's first ever drawing. This was from about when this sketchbook started. But yeah, so this was my third sketchbook. I hope you enjoyed it. And thank you for watching. I don't know if I'll do one of these again. I don't know if I'll start another sketchbook again. I mean, I probably will, but it'll take like a long time because I'm very, very picky with my sketchbooks. These arteza ones are quite great. I do like them, but they're not my absolute favorite, and I would like to find more, but I don't want to buy sketchbooks online because I'm very, very picky. I know what I want. I would like them to be this sort of dimension with this around this much paper. Not doesn't have to be that much. I could settle for half, or like I got moleskin sketchbooks because I thought they would be quite good, but they don't make watercolor sketchbooks the same size they do their normal sketchbooks, and I attempted to use watercolor in one of the normal moleskin sketchbooks, and it was not well, or maybe it was just that one time, but I decided not to use them as sketchbooks. And I may attempt it again if I get really desperate, but I did use the other moleskin sketchbook and just started a journal in it, but I haven't written it in like 8 months, so I may just start it as a sketchbook again, if it holds watercolor well. But yeah, I would like to go to an in-person store to get a sketchbook, but the Michaels near me does not offer good ones. But so if I ever do get a sketchbook, I'll definitely try and make more like draw with me sorts of videos in it. And but yeah, for now I'm definitely making a turn towards more digital art, and I hope you enjoy that, and I hope you enjoyed this video. And all right, goodbye.